Fighter number 1, from Detroit, Michigan, it's Mario Aguilar.
Hold up, why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a little time to rinse, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me.
All right, boys. How we feeling? We're here live at the desk. I'm Brent Kitchen along with
Ellis Williams and Travis Young.
All right, we're holding down the fort. It's a Australian barbarian takeover weekend.
Yeah, but Mario's going to show it how it's done.
Been training his tail off.
This will be a very exciting high-energy fight between these two. Too much energy for me.
I'm excited to see his opponent, Mickey, about to come out. He's flossing it. We'll see Mickey come out his first time back. Off an injury.
Tennessee, it's Mickey Gallus.
Stoic.
Yeah, he's known for his quick movement, so hopefully his knee injury won't affect him for this bout.
I think he's feeling pretty good, if you ask me.
He's looking good.
Oh, man. We're in for an exciting first fight. Headbutt along the way there, too. Oh, boy. He's fired up. Yeah, I had baby, giraffe kind of thoughts going into this, with those new limbs and joints he's got, though. Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters wearing their green tabard from Michigan, it's Mario Aguilar and his opponent wearing the black brig from Tennessee, it's Mickey Gallus. The fighters have agreed to 3 one-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you'll be stood up after 10 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Pittsburgh, who's ready to kick things off? Then start fight.
A little bit of a cage issue there, but we'll see it solved.
A little bit of cage malfunction there, but we're in.
Don't blink.
What a fast flurry here, start off.
Crowd's already decided their favor. We've got multiple screaming Mario.
Oh, great shield punch. Mario's scrappy along the cage here, though.
He is, but that small buckler isn't getting the reach he needs.
He's definitely coming in, getting the pressure. Looking for that toss.
That leg
Yep.
break.
Trading blows against the side of the cage.
Pushed up against the cage.
Yep. He's looking for that head and arm.
Nearly going for a Taitoshi there.
Ooh, front kick straight to the chest. And the quick kicks. Mickey's got those kicks going, but Mario's turned it around with that pressure.
With that small buckler, he's getting those punches inside.
Yeah, he's definitely trading back on points. So Mickey had him up against the cage, but definitely looking good. Oh, quick round 1. I tell you what, it comes quick.
We'll see how they go.
Yeah, let's see this back. I almost have to watch it back on the replay. It comes at you so fast.
We'll see how they go with their energy levels, because both these fighters, you think, they could take
There's
it
no
to the next
quit
level.
here.
There's no quit.
man.
They both have enough energy for 3 rounds of this high pace.
These are 2-minute fighters, and then we got them only in for a minute, so they are going to be slamming.
We'll see that.
What do you think? A minute, it feels quick out here, but boy, does it take a while inside. What do you think?
Look at Mickey, how he pins Mario against the cage there. He's constantly keeping him on his toes.
I love these strikes on the way out, too. We'll watch it every time he comes off this cage. He gets the trip here. Almost gets
he gets the reach, but Mario manages to stay up.
He's quick. He'll spring right back up. Yeah. But Mickey, he gets these points right after the exchange, pulling
Mickey
out.
gets that great 45 off Mario, preventing him from being able to use his sword and his buckler. Yeah. Let's see how it goes for this next round.
I think Mickey's probably got the points on that, but
10
not
seconds,
too far
fighters.
off.
Lock and load.
Maybe. We'll see. Mario managed to get some great hits. Everyone was traded that one.
2 points for the head and body and 1 point. So, but there is a chance Mario comes back in here. Yeah, they're still ready to go.
We watch this one.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? Pittsburgh, are you ready for round number 2? Then start fight.
All right, talk to me, Ellis here. Oh, man, very kicky. This is, we got a full MMA fight in here.
Spin moves.
Mentioned I was worried that Mickey wasn't going to be able to do much movement, but his knees look good as new.
Oh, man, he's firing.
Yeah. Oh, that pressure.
Yeah, keeping that cage controlled, looking for that backwards again. It's lining up these straight punches straight to the head, though. It's opening them up.
It is slower, but Mickey is pinning him so well.
Definitely in control of the fight, control of the cage. He might try to pull this
If he
back.
manages to get this tie touch, no.
Trying to walk him
Steps
down.
through.
He's trying.
He's tucking his head, but Mario got this
Mario's
reverse
got it.
around.
Mario's grip on his sword there is so tight. If Mickey tries to throw him, he's going to get thrown with him. Exactly.
But he landed on top, so Mickey's going to be able to get his 3 points for that and any other on the ground, but saved by the bell.
Looked like it, yep. These rounds go so fast.
Oh, man. You do not have time to adjust. Not in these 1 minute rounds.
So it looks like they're both slowing down, so we'll see how this third round goes, but they're going to take it to the last second.
They're both going to leave it all out there on the field. I don't think we're going to see a measured third.
All of these exchanges, Mickey's managed to get us 1 or 2 hits up on Mario every time.
And well
Mario
played,
really
too.
needs to get inside of that shield and stop Mickey from being able to just pressure him against the cage like this.
Yeah, circle out on the cage. We'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Come away. Keep him safer on those leg trips as well. But I noticed that Mickey is scoring a lot of these 2-point strikes as well. Most of these are coming into the torso and to the head. So
They are, but it's that Mario has the ability with that small buckler to do these jabs to the side of the head, side of the body in these small exchanges, but he keeps locking in that grab, which is great if you've got the time to recover, but these 1 minutes just keep going.
you'd think he'd be in perfect spot against the cage, just right there in that clinch.
Let's see who gives it in this last round. I think Mario really needs to push it.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Pittsburgh, are you ready for the final round? Then start fight.
Oh, shield on his back.
This looks like a little fencer out there.
Getting a little fancy with it.
A little fancy, a little confident. Yeah.
A little
I mean,
over.
if Mario doesn't capitalize on it, he can just do it for days. And style
Dancing
points.
around. Uh-oh.
Look at this aura.
Oh, he's swinging for the fences, too.
Swinging. Mario needs to capitalize on these mistakes.
Yeah, Mario's just taking a little bit too much time. I think he might be just too adjusted to those 2-minute rounds. Right up against the cage again.
Right up against, locking his sword in against the helmet there.
No points here. No points for Mario.
He needs to gather more points. Look at
Mickey's sword. Ben.
Yeah, shit.
Leaning a bit. Oh, what a reversal. This could turn it around. Straight head punches. Scoring.
Keep scoring.
Full mount now, just raining down the blows.
Right in between those arms.
Wow, what a great use of his 10 seconds he gets on top. Oh, Mickey, slow to get up. He may be feeling it now. 10 seconds to go. Can he survive? Weapon too much
malfunction,
angle on this
sword.
one. Leaning a little bit too far to the left.
Yep. Sweet, we got a second one. Oh, and this one's a pro fight sword too, so Mario might be able to get these
one throw can turn around a fight. Mario there. See, 10 seconds left. Give it all he's got.
Yeah. Mario's got the opportunity.
Oh, big hits though.
Big hits. Huge hits. Throwing it all. His all. Yep. Push it.
Wow, what a
That was a good finish.
What an end to that. We're still hugging it out. We're still going. What a finish to that fight. Mickey gave it all he had there at the end. I think you're up.
I think I'm up. So you got to see who it is first.
We do got to see who it is.
Yeah. Who do we think? I'm giving it to.
That could be. I think it's going to be Mickey, but
Mickey by
that
a
takedown
close margin.
I think it was close.
Mario scoring 2 points, average strikeout at the end on top. So okay. All right. Wow. Front kicks there from Mickey. He was looking great on the kicks, but I think that takedown might have done it.
And the winner, Mario Aguilar.
Yeah, Mario with the takedown. Took it down. Got just 2 points, got 3 points on the takedown, and then raining down the blows was enough. Talk about that. Velas
super
is
strong
throwing
third
at
round. That super strong third round.
And Mickey tried to get it back there at the end with the raining blows along the cage, but Mario just gets it. Just goes to show you one takedown can really turn the fight. We're going to get the man himself coming in. Let's go take a small breath. I'm going to get him on the mic, see how he's feeling. But
Mario, how are we feeling?
Pittsburgh, I'm back.
Mario, from the start, everyone was screaming your names. You got fans all through here. Do you have any other words for Pittsburgh?
I am just so humbled and honored. Thank you guys so much. That was a tough fight. Everybody who knows Mickey knows he's an animal, and no one's ever confident stepping in there with him. So this means a lot to me, man.
Mario, you gave it your all here tonight. I'm pretty sure everyone here thanks you for that. Thank you so much for your win. That was awesome work.
all right, Mario Aguilar, you're winning there. We got our favorite Australian, Ellis, on the mic there.
Fighter number 1, from Columbus, Ohio, it's Tyson Rahrig.
Tyson's very excited to be out here. He's been wanting it for a while.
Making his debut in the Armored MMA cage, huh?
He's coming from MMA. See how that translates over to Armored.
This should be another explosive fight. This would be a good one to watch.
Absolutely. Patrick Smith, too, is like coming to the sport pretty young to it, but really hungry. He takes every fight I give him, so. But Tyson, yeah, with the MMA background, all he has to do is translate it. And you'll see somebody like Mario, right? That's what Tyson's future looks like. He's not a bad person to be like.
No, not at all. And he's going to be exciting to watch. You'll see some weird stuff coming out of him.
And Tyson, he looks a little bit, he's going to look a little bit smaller, but he's got a 15-pound weight advantage here, too. So with his MMA background, we may see a grapply clinch his game up against the cage.
From Louisville, Kentucky, it's Patrick Smith.
The dragon flag.
With the banner.
The dripper drown.
What? Some drip here. I love this. With the ROA helmet, this is a night.
I'm not sure when the day came that I decided not to look cool out there.
Oh,
but I miss it. All this good-looking armor I hate.
Oh, man. He definitely won the good look award tonight. Yeah. That's going to be hard to beat. Mario's hard to beat, too, with his tail and his get-up. But, that might have taken, drawing the sword, too. Woo! Watch out, ladies.
All right, let's call these goons to the center of the ring and get this kicked off.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the black and blue burgundy, from Ohio, it's Tyson Rahrig. And their opponent, wearing the red tavern, from Kentucky, it's Patrick Smith. The fighters have agreed to 3 1-minute rounds. If you're taking the ground, you still have 15 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times. Obey the referee at all times. Fighters, agree to these terms. Then touch tips and back to your corners. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And Pittsburgh, make some noise if you're ready for some more action! Then start fight.
This one may start a little bit more measured than our last one.
Yeah, we'll see how they decide to approach this.
Yeah, Tyson likely, with that MMA background, likely get some touchy-feelies and then wait for the second half of the round, start kind of exploding in there.
Yeah, interesting to see Tyson come out with that, southpaw stance. Our sports is southpaw, but that weapon going in the back is going to really hurt him if Patrick can beat him to the punch every time with that his weapon foot forward.
And it looks like Patrick's got a little bit more range, too, on this shield, so he may be able to use that, keep a little bit more distance, chip him away. Tyson mixing up some of these leg strikes, but keep an eye on this sword. His sword's coming in a little flat.
That's a hard thing, especially in newer fighters. Like, they rotate their wrist to cheat the blow, and sometimes that ends up landing flat versus landing edge on.
He's got some good targeting zone there. All in these 2-point strikes up towards the helmet. So. Nice, good measured kind of round. Mixing in the leg kicks. We've had a pretty good mixture of martial arts today. Really put into the measure of armored mixed martial arts. Medieval.
Yeah, I know. We have to call it medieval martial arts, and it technically is. We're not mixing in a lot of stuff. This is probably more traditional things that happen in the West that eventually turn into other martial arts all around the world, So I think we're actually very, very appropriate saying that it's medieval martial arts.
Yeah, very fair point. Who else is out here beating each other up with shields and swords and axes?
But of course they kicked each other. Of course they punched each other. In tournament and war, whatever you could do to win was how you won, So it is cool to see, Eastern principles work their way into this, of course. Like a big old shovel hook there from Tyson.
And he's doing, I want to go back to that leg kick there real quick. We saw him. He's mixing that in at just the right time. He's got a little bit of that backwards controlling aspect of the fight, but he's mixing these leg kicks in without his opponent pressing him up close. So he's finding great timing for that.
And looking at the results on the app.
Got the favorite.
Yeah, Patrick's on the favorite there.
We're going to have to be a little bit more Ohio biased here. No Kentuckies.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for the second round? Then start fight.
Tyson's still super bouncy.
Now that he's felt him out a little bit, we'll see if he wants to give him some pressure on it.
Oh, we disarmed though.
Oh, where did that? There it is, right to the ground.
That is something we definitely see a lot in MMA guys that haven't built the grip strength yet, to hold onto a sword.
He's just punching him so hard, leaving it behind.
As long as the sword stays in the cage, guys.
Patrick's now mixing in a couple leg strikes.
It's something, when Tyson watches his back, he has a hard time clearing his shots. See how he kind of whips to the side or whips over? He's not following through after the strike to get the sword in a place that's relaxed and balanced.
Yeah, a lot of it, probably just a lot of bag work there.
That's right,
one into the bag and then back off.
I actually think. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just about to say any fighter's game because we're both chipping away here on the kind of the exchange. I'm a little surprised Tyson hasn't come in here on the grapple. He's got the weight. He's not exactly the height advantage, but I'd like to see him get a little bit more press.
There it is. Something. Oh, Patrick defends it with a head rip.
What a great way to stuff the head there and neutralize any sort of advantage.
Yeah, that would be another big thing that you see different in armored fighting versus
no shots.
Regular fighting. Yeah, is someone charges in and you're just like, I'm going to push the back of your head down just a bit.
That double leg's probably not coming in.
No. If you could try to shoot, man, I've definitely tried to shoot my shots.
I've seen you. I think you tried to shoot in on our favorite Australian there, Ellis, a couple times.
And he jumped out of the way.
To mixed success.
But looking back at this, again, I don't mind having Tyson have his shield hand forward, right? But he's losing a lot of power with his sword back there. He's throwing it so hard, but see, there's no follow-through. He's not clearing it out. It's actually kind of pointing at Patrick's face.
And Patrick's kind of just staying on this, almost swimming-like motion with the shield, sword, shield, sword, shield, sword the whole time.
Yeah, 1-2, and if you see your opponent looking down like Tyson is right there, snap their head down. I think Patrick maybe got a taste of confidence with that last 10 seconds of snapping Tyson's head down. I'd like to see him just say, hey, come on, come in, snap the head down and see what he can do with it.
Make sure, because he's keeping his chin tucked, the MMA style, not trying to get knocked out, but not as much of a risk,
Yeah, and again, 14 pounds in your head, you can't really be looking down.
It adds up.
Yeah, so I'd love to see Patrick just jump on his head and just rip him.
Just rip it. You know, we might see that here in the third round. After that last 10 seconds.
I think he's going to need it.
We're going around.
Round number 3. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for this final round?
I hope you're ready for a YouTube.
Then start fighting.
I have a feeling you're going to be right on this head grab. We're going to see some ground game action here in round 3. There's that press we were looking for round 2.
If he clears that shoe line and gets over his head, he's got a huge advantage. Climb him.
Tyson's working a little bit. He's working up to these underhooks, but still head too far down to make use.
Beautiful grip, sword grip by Patrick.
Couple knees coming in, but not really hitting too much yet. Oh, control the waist pommel strikes coming into the head. Oh,
he's down.
Oh, Tyson took the stand and just beat him into the chest. Oh, ran out of time though. He was scoring points there. And that's got to be hurting for Patrick. A little bit of boost from the crowd. Let him fight, ref. Let him fight.
That's hard to explain to everybody. It's like it is 10 seconds on the ground. We have to stand him back up, or they're just going to keep eating shots forever.
Oh, Tyson knew there was no Patrick over getting up.
No.
Right back in. I'd like to see Tyson go right back into that. That was working.
Oh, on drag.
Tyson getting tossed around a little bit. Patrick still coming in. Still, you know, there's no stopping that. Keep swimming. A little tuckered out the end, but looking good. Still winning points. Oh, there's going to be a close one there.
Nice. That was a strong third round for him. That was fun.
I like that. That was a lot of points there at the edge of the cage. So we'll see what the scorekeepers give him. You know, he's kind of far away from some of the keepers. So hopefully they got really good vision of this. We're gonna watch this back here on the replay. He got control of the hips, and that seemed to be what did it. He pulled the hips back, just sucked him in. Oh, you know, we were just talking about double leg almost, but yep, control of the hips, sucked it in. It was just enough to slide the foot. Right there.
Yeah.
Yep, right down to the knee. It was just a little bit. It's all needed.
Yeah, I can actually see the sword hand touching the back of the hamstring a little bit. That's enough to keep somebody from at least stepping around the forward pressure.
Oh, he gets 5 more seconds there, and I'm just like, Tyson has that fight won on points right there. Oh, he's squatting in the middle. You can't see it on the replay, but we got wall squat.
Fighters to the center of the ring. After 3 rounds, your winner is Tyson Rahrig.
It's Tyson, yeah, the takedowns got a little bit of boost coming in. They don't like the high there. Not a big fan. Tyson's letting him know. He's waving to his OnlyFans. Let's see what he hears.
All right, make some noise for Tyson, y'all. Yeah, you can boo and cheer. That's fine. That's fine. He earned his win, so you know. No, but Tyson, this is your AMMA debut, man. How does it feel to take home a W?
Win or lose, man, I just wanted that pizza afterward. I'm hungry.
Absolutely, I feel the same way. I just want to drink some water, eat a bunch of pizza, and lay down. But your game plan, like you come from an MMA background, right? How do you feel like that you mix that in with, the armored combat fighting? Is that difficult to make that transition, or do you find it like it's finally clicking in for you?
So it's clicking a little better. A lot of times single and double legs have issues with safety. So we can't do a lot of the wrestling background that I get taught so frequently. But dig in, dig deep, figure it out, plan it out. That's what fighters do.
Yeah, it looked really good, especially over there. We were talking about it. It almost looked like a single or a double leg, effort, right? But all you did was kind of capture the back of his hamstring and then take him down. How did you weasel out of that? Like when he tried to pin you and then you did a lot of damage. Tell me about that.
Head over hips. Anytime somebody's hips are under you, keep them under your head, keep them under your own hips. You win every time.
And then you laid some bombs against him, man. You were aiming at the chest. Why is that?
The helmet's 20 pounds. This thing's got an opening right down the center. Just mess them up in there.
Well, anybody you want to say thank you to? Any shout-outs you got, my man?
I got a special shout-out to, I got a kid at home. He's a young guy. He's a fresh newcomer. He's a little frustrated, but he's got a lot of potential. Hey, Paxton, you got some time. Lose some weight. You'll do great.
All right. Round of applause. Congratulations on your debut, my man.
Tyson, everybody.
All right, Tyson getting it done on his Armored MMA debut.
Fighter number 1 from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's
Yeah, we got Heather Sanders, Pittsburgh's own femme fighter. She was Team USA representative last year, I believe, at IMCF, if I'm not mistaken. Has done a great job in her weight division. I believe, she's taking on Laine later tonight. He's a little bit lighter, but Heather does a great job of positioning people where she wants them to be and then just capitalizing. It's just a textbook case of move them, capitalize.
100%. She's been on that competitive grind. She's been at every tournament you can imagine. If it's within driving distance of her, she's been at it. She's been at everything, BI, IMCF, AIM right here, and she's been on that dueling grind.
And that's honestly, if you want to see more and more women in the sport, right, fully equal bills. We've had women headline fights before, full cards, but it takes that.
Fighter number 2 from Brisbane, Australia. It's Laine.
Our second favorite Australian.
Yeah, speaking of international travel, Laine just came back from BI Invitationals, I believe, just last week. And now she's here fighting in Armored MMA.
Fought with the Valkyries, the Australian team over there.
Yeah.
Romania.
They're going to tail a tail. Heather's got a little bit of the weight. Laine's got that height advantage, though. But the experience, of course. I know Laine's been in about a year, 4 years. That's a lot.
That's a big gap.
difference, yeah.
Big gap.
It is. And Laine's shooting up there fast. She's got some of the best coaches in the sport.
Fighters to the center of the
How
ring.
well she does against that experience.
She trains with Ellis and the other Kenyaz members. You see out here on the field.
To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the green burgundy, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's Heather Sanders. And their opponent, wearing the green and black tower, from Australia, it's Laine Fenton.
No love tonight.
I feel like Pittsburgh may have chosen their champion on this one.
The fighters have agreed to 3 1-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you'll be stood up after 10 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners. Round number 1. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready to kick this fight off? Then start fighting.
All right, ladies going at it. It's always good to have a ladies fight on the card there, Mr. Mick. I know you guys always facilitate that.
Yeah, we've every single fight we've had a femme card on. And right off the rip, good range gauging by Heather, and Laine said, none of that.
right to the press on the cage.
Which I know Laine's been doing a lot more melees, and here it is with the Hartke attempt off the cage.
Yeah, we might call that a head and arm for the Americans.
A little post-soto guard by Heather to switch directions. But Laine is doing exactly what she needs to. She needs to split Heather's legs and then step across for that Hartke.
I love just keeping this pressure here. She steps through, it's not there, reset, attack again.
Yeah. The cage is a different beast, man. Most people are used to fighting in a list.
Yeah, no room for your legs to go underneath either. So, or the swords, your swords get caught up. It's a different ball game. Oh, great trick. Get a great takedown points right there at the end of the bell. No, not able to capitalize. Great turtle there from Heather, but
yeah, but still 3 points. Again, controlled the whole fight the whole time.
Big impact onto the chest.
Yep.
Stress that cardio right there near the end of the round. A little touchy-feely. Both got the same range. Yeah, it takes one shot to the face. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
Let's turn this into my game.
Because what's interesting with what Heather was doing with those strikes is she wasn't rotating her hips into them, so it kept a solid base. And it's like you're not going to be able. You may not get hit. You may not even get hit hard, but that person ain't going to get like overshoot or anything like that. So you're going to have to break through their very stoic posture.
Yeah, chip through it.
Right here is where I actually like to see, where Heather's shield's at. Start rotating it down the back of the spine to try to get your elbow over a little bit more.
And I think this is one of the disadvantages we start to see. Heather cheats a little bit in the extra distance. I mean, look how much she almost has practically a foot of distance off the knuckles there. She's going to disrupt her grappling.
And that may be why she doesn't rotate her hips as much. She's like, I don't need it. I get the full range, but that power is super important. But,
we get 3 minutes into the fight, and all of a sudden, you're going to need that pop.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, looking at the app, go download the Armored MMA app, make your predictions. You got Heather Sanders up 55% in predictions.
Hometown love.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for a second round? And start fight.
Oh, quick off the bat, Heather is.
Laine giving it right back.
Yeah, Laine really looking for these trips.
Yeah, smart move on Heather, getting that shield in front of that hip. That's stopping that Asota guard from coming through.
Heather had control on the cage there for a second, but then Laine smartly rolled it out.
Yeah.
Gripping the sword, Heather, right over the back of the head. It's going to keep this tight.
Laine chipping away at some points in this exchange.
Again, I'd like to see Laine stick her hip in and split the legs up a bit, take away that base. Because Heather's got a strong base, and she's not afraid to stick to the cage. Yeah.
Very solid square stance. Secure against the cage, not moving too much.
Yeah, almost step off the edge.
Back up, let her come back
that
out.
That striking game was looking good on both their parts. I'd like to see if that's what...
You got to build that point advantage based on how the math works out here. We're trading a bit, but I don't know how much we're going to get here at the end. A little bit too close on the blows. We need a little bit more pop.
Yeah. That is the hard thing, especially with Heather with the longer shield. You're not going to be able to generate a ton of power in those clenches, and the counters may not even be counting them. Hitting people like that, like either that cheap kick, like it wasn't enough to. I wouldn't count it as a point. No.
But it's good effort though. I had Heather come in. She's there, but I like that more from Laine. I like being out in the open field. Maybe her coach, she's got Ellis there in her corner tonight, so maybe he tells her. He's been a great coach. You'll see him fight again later tonight, and you'll see some of his stuff too. But hopefully he's telling her back, let her come off the cage a little bit and come score some of these points, because she's definitely up in the exchanges in the open field or open cage.
Like, honestly, in my fight, that's how I felt. Was actually I should have let him off the cage, because he was actually handling himself very well with his cage back against the wall. Sometimes you got to give up on it.
Almost the same thing we saw from fight number 1.
Yeah, and Heather seemed pretty comfortable on the wall at all.
She just solid rock, immovable.
Well, we play a game when we train where we just make them uncomfortable all the time. Like, that's hard enough, If you can't make them want to react or move.
Yeah, I don't know that Heather was uncomfortable. I think, I feel like she's about to come out here in round 3.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got to do it. It
has to,
I wouldn't, either one of them, I wouldn't think that I'm winning.
Yeah. No.
Round number 3. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for this final round? Then start fight.
We got some crowd noise today.
Yeah, they want to see some damage.
I will say we get a lot of exciting men's fight, but ladies are definitely more strategic.
Oh, stop fight.
Our awesome referee keeping everybody safe. Sword was stuck in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're back.
Yeah, I believe the sword was getting too close to the entrance of the helmet there, so Ricky stopped it.
That's nice. We'll give him some props later.
Yeah. Laine ripped up to Heather.
Yeah, Laine just still with this cage control.
Yeah, but Heather's like, this is enough. I gotta go all out. Here it is, all that pressure that she can get.
There it is. Wait until 30 seconds left in the round to send it.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah, good punch. Yeah, this is it. This is Heather's round. She's got to go.
She's scoring, too. Not even going for the trip, just still on the blows.
Yeah, don't waste your time trying for a takedown. Just beat him.
Right to the stomach, right to the head, right to the stomach.
Solid comeback in the last 30 seconds. Well done, Heather.
What a final 30 seconds. Bided her time. Waited. She's cheering. She's looking fresh. Yeah, looking great.
She's feeling good about that.
Another one of our, 2-minute fighters here stuck in a 1-minute round. Just, give it all they got at the end, right?
That's true. Like the 1-minute rounds, all you're thinking is go, 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 go the whole time.
You have to.
The 2-minute rounds, you at least get to think a little bit. Jeez,
It's one of the quickest minutes and slowest minutes. There's our sword. That's why our referee stopped it.
Yeah, smart. It was getting close.
It was buckled. It was bowing.
Yeah. Better to stop it, be safe than sorry,
Yeah, and this is where Heather turns it around. Last 30 seconds, and then it was all Heather from there.
Yeah. Like you said, not even worried about the takedown, just get the shots in.
Because there was an opening there, Heather stumbled, but just was like, I need points. I need more points here. I'll hold her against the cage, striking right there, potential takedown.
Yeah, some were glancing for sure, but man, they had a lot of body shots.
I would rather be sending those at the end than receiving them.
Absolutely.
Let's see who our winner is.
After 3 rounds, your winner is Laine Fenton.
She got it. Laine finished it out at the end. Wow, was able to survive that last little bit there at the end from Heather. Heather gave it a shot, but no, our lovely Australian took it.
There's just that cage control, the aggression, the pressure, the first 2 rounds.
All right, make some noise for Laine. How you doing? That was an awesome fight, man.
Let's hear this accent.
Now, Heather's a tough opponent. She's about to fly over and represent Team USA at World Championship. So, how does it feel to fight somebody who's like, I'm gonna go fight the world next? Like, how's it feeling?
Terrifying. I have so much respect for Heather as a fighter. She is such a tough opponent. By far other than Kelsey, I'd say the most tough opponent I've fought so far. And it's an honor to fight her.
Absolutely amazing fight from Heather. What was going through your head? You applied a lot of pressure. That's really what ended up winning out, was that you controlled the wall for 2 rounds straight. Was that your game plan? Is that what your corner was yelling at you to do, or you're just like, I'm gonna go push you around?
A little bit. I realized pretty early on, and I kind of knew this going into it, that Heather is such an amazing duelist. The goal was to try and muscle her, get her into the cage as much as possible, throw some knees. See how that went?
And in the last 30 seconds, Heather turned it up. It may have been a second too late, but what was going through your head as you were getting your head bounced off that wall?
My gas tank, by the 3rd round, I was really struggling, and so Heather really turned up the pressure. I found it very difficult to try and block some of those strikes, but it worked out, I guess, in the end.
And how you just came back from Romania, correct? You were traveling overseas, fighting with your team from Australia, right? Which was amazing to watch. I watched all the fights. It was fantastic. How do you think that affects you going all the way from Europe, all the way back to America, and then fighting here in Pittsburgh? Like, how you feeling after all that?
It's been insane. I got back on Monday, and the jet lag really hit me on the Wednesday, and then the smoke happened, and so it's been struggle street. But it's, Romania really prepared me as well, so it was good training.
And you're really new to the sport, probably full training up for about a year now, maybe a year, less than a year, so you're brand new to the sport. What's your future looking like with this? Who do you want to fight next? Do you want to start doing pro fights? What's next for you, Laine?
I love pro fighting, so more of AMMA, fighting with my husband, just getting into it. Just as much as possible. All opportunities are good for me.
And anything you want to say before we let you loose and get to the next fight?
I just want to say thank you to my team, the River Sirens, and also the Tears Valkyries for letting me fight with them in Romania, and then also my wonderful, wonderful coach and husband, Ellis.
Awesome. One more time, Laine Fenton, congratulations on your victory. We'll see you again at Armored MMA.
Taking it over the hometown hero, Heather Saturday Night Laine with the victory.
And I don't think I've ever seen anyone smile as much as she was.
She is
during
a
that
super
interview.
smiler.
Fighter number 1, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's Christopher Saturn.
Sanders, so we're in for a treat tonight. You know, I will never be upset about that.
They're always working hard together, and I'm really proud of them. They're traveling all over the place fighting. And Chris is probably known as one of the heaviest hitters out there. And especially in a team fighting scenario, he's known for rocking people's stuff.
Listen, many of us have been on the wrong end of that punch shield. He lets you know when you're there.
That's true. He did punch me once at Carter, so I was like, I'm going to grab you.
We'll just hug it out
Just one of those, and I'm good.
But then he's super strong, super fast. Like, it'll be interesting to see how he handles Ian Hartsough.
Fighter number 2, from Springfield, Ohio, it's Ian Hartsough.
A room full of booze. Booze again. Pittsburgh's got try number 2 on this one. So, I think he'll be very happy probably at the end of this fight. Though we won't get too biased. But Ian, though, he's a scrappy fighter. So
this is going to be very interesting because it's almost 2 opposite fighters in their entire approach to it.
Very controlled fighter in Chris. Very explosive fighter in Ian. So we're in for a treat again. The whole card's a treat. You almost say that all night, but
yeah. Barbarians as a whole, I've been very impressed with their improvement of grappling, especially Ian Hartsough. Like, the grappling game's way high, so I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Well, they've had Kenyas themselves come down. Mr. Sean Fabian, who's been in the ring.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the black burgundy, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's Chris Center. And their opponent, wearing the blue and red tabard, from Ohio, it's Ian Hartsough.
All the dudes. We'll make it up for them.
The fighters have agreed to 3 1-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you'll be stood up for 10 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, do you agree to these terms? Then touch tips and back to your corners.
Yeah, immediately there. Keep an eye on axe versus sword. It's going to change the game up.
Round number 1. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And make some noise if you're ready out there, Pittsburgh!
Chris is ready to go.
Then start fighting.
And we warned him about that axe, but as a newer fighter, he's not as confident with his sword play. He's like, I'm just going to run it. I respect that.
He's going to be up close all day. This is what we're expecting to see. Ian's going to try to just control this list.
Great. Ooh.
And we're going to see some tussles back and forth here.
I think it's a great attempt, though, by Chris Sanner. He's kicking back that leg with like an Uchimata, trying to step across for a Tayatoshi.
Low risk on the edge of the cage. You know, what's he going to do to counter that?
And who's more uncomfortable here, honestly? There's no points being exchanged.
Yeah. Chris is still comfortable right now, you know?
He's been here plenty of times. Having somebody press against him on the cages and new to him, so.
And Ian's not scoring points here with the pressure because he just was surviving the takedowns the whole time. If Chris finds his takedown here, he's going to be up on points, or if he just finds a trade. Ian pressing him back, wisely comes straight off the cage, trying to use his butt axe advantage. That's going to be tiring, though. Ian's going to have to keep that up, or otherwise Chris is just going to score it out,
Pacing is going to be a big issue for him because he's a just very explosive fighter. He's still getting used to being able to rotate that through.
Yeah, so we're going to see on the replay, Ian's pushing through, just trying to get these chips. Jab's not really going to score too much there, but then he comes over to the top. And Chris trying to set, look at this, almost has it, but just preventing Ian from scoring points is the name of the game here. Like, he's got this sword. Chris is in such a better spot cardio-wise in this position that spends a little bit of effort trying to toss him over. Ian spends all this effort to stand back up. No points, you know, we get a couple here or there. And then right there at the end, explosive, Chris gets it.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how Chris is feeling. I bet you he's fine. I'd be interested in how Ian's
feeling. I bet you Ian's hurting a little bit, you know, because you get out there, you just, you know, it tense up, that core tenses up, and you just get ready to go. Ask me how I know you. That's me all day. not the winner. But no, we're looking over here. Sanders looking great.
Yeah, he's at 62% in the app right now, and Ian's at 30.
You know,
So-
I wouldn't mind seeing that climb either. Ian, you know, we can see him across the list. He's definitely breathing heavy, while Chris,
he looks
rock solid.
Yeah.
Rock solid.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for another round? Then start fight.
The minute this pace slows down, it's going to favor the sword. Chris will just be able to chip away at range and score these points.
Nice.
Yep, backing up. Chris was scored a lot of points on the exchange. Ian tried to press it, but couldn't hold him down.
Sanders' sword play has improved immensely since I think last time we were even here in Pittsburgh in March.
It's that tournament grind. Him
Yep.
and the wife both been grinding those tournaments and winning too. They have medals.
Yeah, I mean, he's shutting down everything Ian's got right now. Ian's got to strike his way into these grapples.
Yeah, great grapple defense and point scoring the whole time too. So dynamic.
Yeah, Uchimata to step across Takatoshi.
Sanders on top. Ian rolled over, but Sanders raining down the hammer fist. Still holding him down. That's just going to stress the cardio too.
Yeah.
He may not get the points for the takedown control, but he's certainly getting the points. We'll go into the replay here. So we'll see Chris at the start of this. He's just going to get chip away. He's going to win the whole round right here. Getting the punch shields in, just backing up, almost like a Mayweather kind of look. Big boxer known for his control of the fights. Yeah, just chipping away. 2 points to the head, 2 points to the head. That punch shield coming in for 2 points, and then Ian wisely tries to close the distance, get that grapple, but just not able to get it done. Chris able to squirt back out, so Ian's gonna have to come back out. He's just gonna need a Hail Mary takedown here at the end. Last 10 seconds, yes. I don't know he'll get points on the takedown control, but he's certainly gonna get points here. Rain and blows right into the shoulder, right into the back, some to the helmet there. We're looking at Chris still looking real good on his chair right now. The wife out, Heather's out there. You can see her supporting her man, rubbing the back a little bit. We get a nod. He's got his support crew there. Two barbarians. Tyson actually back in the ring. So 2 previous fighters coming back support. You know we love to see it. Helping each other out.
Final round. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for this final round? Then start fight.
All right, Ian's gonna have to come out big here. Explosive takedown right off the bat.
And he knows it.
I mean, he got coached up. He's hunting for it.
See, he doesn't have Chris's head at any angle whatsoever. Like it seems like he's dragging him behind
No
him.
posture control, just kind of pulling over the hips with the core, and that ain't gonna get it. You look at the difference when Chris steps through. Has the head control, breaks the spine.
Yeah.
And that's how he gets it.
I don't like actually doing that move with an underhook. Even though you have more leverage, you're not able to tilt the head as much as you normally would.
Not in the armor, you know. We're out here grappling normal, wrestling other.
Sotogari attempts. He's
almost
almost
there.
there.
Kane saving Ian. Ian trying to hold on. Still needs that big takedown. 15 seconds left to score some points. Low point scoring round, but right now Chris still has it.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Chris is gonna have to hang on for this one and ride it out. I think he's got it.
Just a little bit of, you can see the experience difference in that.
Yeah.
Ian's still trying though. Give him credit. Still trying. Not giving up at round 3. Axe stuck in the hip.
Stop fight. Fighters to your corner.
Oh, and Sanders still going. Giving him the business. The crowd's loving it. Uh-oh, maybe not a little bit. Some.
He knows.
Some a little, some not. We love to see a little bit of fun.
That's fine.
I don't think you can hear him, you know.
All right, looking at this replay again, Ian doing the right thing, pressuring in.
There's just nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard when Chris does this. He puts his hand right on the back of your head
Just
and
solid.
makes you go down. Like, even if you're going for this, still look at the space.
Yeah, look at this head up there. No spine break, no head control. Ian, I mean, practically, if there's no cage there, Ian's falling over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Chris is reading the CPI lettering on the cage over there. Like, you can see just fine.
Waving to the crowd with the shield hand.
You have to do that. And it's hard to train that. In the armor, like you have to get reps and reps and reps to understand that that's where the leverage comes
Changing
from.
the game just a little bit, just enough to break that muscle memory and evolve the game.
All right, it looks like they finally made the decision here. We'll go down to the cage and announce a winner.
Fighters, you can stand in the center of the ring. After 3 rounds, your winner is Chris Sander.
All right, hometown hero Chris Sander takes it.
And that's a tough opponent to beat.
That's a tough one. He's on the grind. You see them just methodical, just solid. Both the Sanders, that's their, practically their catchphrase, their nickname. Just
Ian fighting out,
solid.
but Sander, just that experience, that pacing, just being solid when he needed to.
Give even some credit.
All right, make some noise for the Pittsburgh hero, Chris Sanders, everybody. Now, I know you've been asked this before. I'm going to ask you again what it's like. What is it like to fight in your town, my guy?
Oh, man, this is great. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for coming out, everybody, man. This is beautiful. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, Pittsburgh always shows out. You guys are awesome, and we're so thankful that we can come here. And I know you got a busy schedule ahead of you. You're heading overseas tomorrow. He just said tomorrow. I couldn't go. What are you doing over there? Tell everybody what you, as a person from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, going to overseas, and what are you doing over there, man?
Tomorrow I'm going to Denmark. I fight again on Thursday to represent America in the super heavyweight class for IMCF World Championships. Right from Pittsburgh.
That's right, representing USA from here, super heavyweight division against the rest of the world, right? And it's not just one fight, you guys, it's multiple fights throughout the whole day. So you'll fight, do you know how many fights you're taking that time?
Well, if you lose, it's just one.
Sudden death world championship fight over in Denmark. Again, awesome performance. You weathered the storm that was Ian. He thought that he could pressure you the entire time. You looked very relaxed on that cage wall. Your head was up, no breaking of the posture. What was going through your mind though when you're like, I can't get off this cage? Was it just relax, you'll find your moment, or were you trying to scramble, get something going?
So before I say anything else, I want to thank my wife for always being in my corner. If it wasn't for her, I couldn't do this. Thank you, Heather. She just fought. That was my wife.
Round of applause for wives. Come on, guys.
So I train at Mon Valley BJJ in Charleroi. I do judo there, BJJ. Cody Baker's my coach. We've been literally working on this stuff for forever. So when I get in that position, it's just like Monday afternoon. It's fine. Like we'll work from there.
Yeah, you train the way that you fight, right? So at that moment, you felt relaxed, but then you turned the corner, right? You were able to hammer in over and over again, face shot, body shot. Like, is that always your game plan when you come in, is weather the storm and then capitalize, or do you like to be more aggressive and you were just adapting this time?
I knew he was going to come straight at me, so when somebody does that, it's just more about angles and circling out and less about pressure forward, because they're already putting pressure on themselves, so.
That's true, let them wear themselves out a little bit. You did a wonderful Uchimata to a Tayatoshi step across. Yeah.
Say it again for my judo coach, Cody. He'll love to hear it.
Cody, he did a beautiful Uchimata to Tayatoshi step across. Well done. It was absolutely beautiful. I'll explain it later to you guys what that means, but awesome job. Your judo's looking great, your boxing's looking great, your dueling has improved so much since March. Do you feel like you're ready to take on the world in a few days?
Yeah, I've gotten better in the last 6 months than the last 3 years put together. I've really stepped it up.
With the judo and the striking and everything like that. So what do you got to
I got to thank Rust Belt Armor Combat. I train out there too. They're in Akron, Ohio. Give them a round of applause.
Ohio.
if you want to get into this and you're close to Akron, go train there. Brandon Miller will hook you up. They're a great bunch of folks. If this is something you want to get into, that's a good place to train.
All right. Now, what do you want to say to everybody you're going to be meeting in Denmark? I'm sure they're watching at home. So look in the camera. Tell your opponents what you want to tell them before you even head that way. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. I'll be there in a few days.
The nicest representative from Team USA, man. Thank you so much. One more round of applause for Chris Sanner, everybody. Pittsburgh's own.
All right, hometown hero, Chris Sanner, getting her done.
One of the nicest guys in the sport.
Man. He was giving it
absolutely unstoppable force.
Fighter number 1. From Detroit, Michigan, it's Kyle Wychuyse.
Kyle Wychuyse from Detroit. We got 3 Detroit boys on tonight. We're going to Detroit next week, so anybody wants tickets, come out there. You're going to see a lot of these guys actually taking their first pro fights. Kyle's going to do a pro fight in Detroit. Colton's going to do his first pro fight against Mario in Detroit. And of course, Kenya hasn't shown up, so the Detroit teams are coming to fight in Detroit.
Detroit rolling deep.
Yeah, man, it's going to be good, yeah.
Detroit always shows up here at the MMA events. Kyle, Mario, that's a name you can't escape.
He's such a good fighter. And then Kyle's been kicking butt too. And this is actually a rematch against Ethan. They kind of called it out. They're like, man, we fought each other so many times, and Ethan's like, I want one more. They're like, you know,
run it back.
Fighter number 2. From Middletown, Ohio, it's Ethan Kinstle.
I think he was telling us in the back, like, if I lose again, there's no more excuses. I didn't come off a cold or anything like that. So he knows he's putting it out there right now.
It's that Canadian smoke this time. Yeah. He's got one more in the tank.
No, tail of tape though. I mean, Ethan's got that height, man. Same weight, you know. A little more experience through Ethan. I know he, trained melees and duels and stuff like that ever since I known him. But that Detroit club's got that MMA background and that dog in them. So, like, experience almost doesn't matter at this point.
No, it is going to be a grappling fight. These guys, Detroit has leveled up, I think, faster than almost any club out there.
Yeah, they're definitely a club that when you know you're fighting one of their guys, you know you're fighting their team, you got to take it serious.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the black tabard, from Michigan, it's Kyle Wychuyse. And their opponent, wearing the blue and pink burgundy, from Ohio, it's Ethan Kinstle. The fighters have agreed 3 1-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you be stood back for 10 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, to your these turns. And then touch tips and back to your corners.
Man, Kyle looks locked in.
Round 1. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready to kick this fight off? Start fight.
All right, get ready for the grapple.
Coming right in.
Wasted no time. Kyle's just right up there, but Ethan, looks like Ethan wants to strike tonight, huh?
I like a good grudge match. I mean, they're not grudging, but I mean the same. Oh, man, he's smacking hard.
Look at that shield right to the center chest.
Good underhook by Ethan, but Kyle steps across, finishes the rotation.
Ethan almost countered, but no. Kyle stayed on top. There's that wrestling background.
Yeah. Good on Ethan, though. You can see that little lock on that ankle. Gonna shut down Kyle a little bit, but Kyle says
huge blows to the stomach and head. Oh, man, Kyle scoring big points on that. Wisely dropped the sword. He's allowed to drop it for his 10 seconds on the ground, scoring his points. But Kyle with the quick advantage here to start. And now he might just sit and trade, Wisely.
Is he just trying to take his head off, man? Those are heavy stomps, man. Good for Ethan.
Oh, disarm, no, disarm. Kyle might got hit in the hand on that one, or
he definitely did, but
shaking his hand a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a disarm on him too. That's against
a self disarm almost. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, it looked like Kyle was hanging back a little bit, but now he's right back into the crunch. Kyle definitely won that round on points, so he wisely backed off a little bit. Still looking locked in. He's very bouncy though, so I expect still a good bit at the end. See it back here on the replay. We're going to start explosive here, coming out of the start of the round. As we expected, you know, Kyle's got a little bit of wrestling, very grapply. Going to try to control the cage, but sometimes Ethan's in it. Very striking tonight. Yeah, just, 15, 20 seconds of feeling each other out, and then it was game on. Kyle had good head control, step through, didn't get it on the initial step through, then got more of a lazy head and arm here on that hit. We see Ethan try to roll it, but we're in an extra, that's an extra 120 pounds of armor hanging out on the ground there. It's going to be tough to hit that reversal.
I'm very interested in what happened here. I didn't even see the contact happen.
It's almost like it just magic.
I don't know. It looked like he got knocked the sword out of his hand. I didn't see him actually make contact with the fingers.
I didn't see him hit.
Yeah. But it's a disarm. That's points against.
It's still, losing point. Every point counts here at the end. Ethan with the small advantage here on our votes. But that's
Ohio voting.
That's Ohio voting. It is. Ohio rolling deep tonight too. We're talking about Detroit rolling deep, but better watch out for the Barbarians.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for the second round? Then start fight.
All right, this one I expect to be a little bit more measured.
I mean, I just saw that Kyle switched out to his lats.
Oh, never mind then. Kyle's coming.
Yep.
Right in that cage control. He's like, that worked in round 1. Let's keep it up for round 2.
That's fair, but Ethan's doing a good job just staying up.
Lots of
now breaking his punch.
Walking out.
Ethan's got that head down. He's going to take him to a knee. Kyle right back up, though. Our wonderful referee, Ricky Panda. I think we had a catch in the cage there.
30 seconds, fighter.
Oh, Ethan's got him knocked over.
Oh, Kyle slips, though, on the throw. Ethan. Oh, just literally had to drop backwards.
That's that Detroit pop right back up. It's the same thing we saw with Mario today.
I know, man. I was so angry at that.
Kyle finds a takedown. Trying to gain posture right into the face. There's nothing Ethan can do.
No.
He's got him held down, locked down. Oh, lots of cheering from the crowd. They love that one. Ethan, not so much.
Oh, man, they got 5 seconds left on the clock. That sucks, because you're like, I'm going to stand up, and now, what, beat each other up?
Keep going, fellas.
Yeah.
No quit yet.
Yeah.
One last gasp. Kyle's going to have to find his axe. It went flying, reminiscent. I remember a fight that happened with.
Yeah, you guys kicking each other's axes. We had to make a rule about it.
There may or may not have been some added legislation.
As a fighter, you're not supposed to touch the other opponent's
It is good sporting not to mess with your opponent's equipment.
That's fair.
But when you're the same person, isn't it yours already? Round restarted back. Ethan getting a couple quick points here at the end, though. All right, he will not go down quietly.
Yeah, no, it's all around. Honestly, it's hard to say that Ethan shouldn't be engaging with the grapple because he's doing all right. It's just Kyle's winning out on he's trusting himself on the ground.
Yeah, at a certain point, you got to back off. You got to readjust on that strategy. Like, you're doing good. You're staying alive. We're seeing this. We're swapping about a whole bunch.
But it's a boo hurt thing, though, where, like even I want to do clean takedowns. Yeah. I don't really trust myself going to the ground because,
who knows?
You're out of the game in team fights.
But we'll see this takedown here. It completely rolls over. We follow through on the takedown. Kyle does.
Yeah.
We'll watch it here happen now. Ethan almost lands on top, and then
that kind of was like Ethan's throw. Like he could have done well with it. It's just Kyle trusts himself on the ground.
Gets his hits up, and look at this. Kyle immediately dropping the sword again and just right in with these big blows. And he's coming back. He's letting those counters see those fists. We're not talking meek little stuff to the face. He is really all the back, getting that core engaged in there and bringing that just fist down right to the face.
That's awesome. This is gonna be a good round because I know Ethan's got to cook now. He knows
He's gonna have to come.
Yeah, he went down twice. He's got to cook.
Final round. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And make some noise for this final round. Then start fight.
Well, the fighter still kind of looks dry, you know. They're
beautiful combos, honestly, by Ethan. Like they're just.
He's gonna try for these takedowns again.
Yeah.
He must have liked it in round 2. His corner must have liked what they saw.
Yeah, and that's why, again, I like that overhook that Kyle has.
Oh, let's go. Ethan gets the points on that. Oh, the crowd loved it too.
I like that overhook, though, because it automatically drops your opponent's head down. And it keeps you up, too, if you mess up on those takedowns.
Ethan in control on the cage here, but he's going to need some big points. He's going to need a big takedown here with some time left.
Kyle, huge knee. Switching over to guillotine.
Got the head dragged down, just needs to snap it.
Yeah.
There he goes.
No. Ethan kind of went for a double leg, paying for it.
And then Kyle, no rest.
Hammer fist.
Oh, not letting up either. With that flag in there. Great job there by Kyle.
There's only 2 seconds left. That means you have to stand up once more.
I'm tired, boss.
So you got to time it out. You got to get the takedown right at 10 seconds.
At 10.
You don't have to stand back up.
You know, nobody's dropping their swords today, though. No 10 seconds here. Everybody's staying locked in. Kyle, a couple points here at the end. Look at that. Finishing out a strong round. That was a good showing from Ethan, but Kyle, though, just the level up even on this grappling. Look at that. Just he was getting, moving around a little bit unstable, but at the end of the day, if you can't finish a takedown.
No, and honestly, like kudos to Kyle.
Yeah.
I look at his pauldrons and how much heavy gear he's
in his
wearing.
melee kit.
Yeah, just doing great.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that on the live stream, but we put a hole through the floor with our helmet.
He knows he did well. That is true. I would feel confident about his Kyle. So, but
look at him. He's got this energy too. He's walking around and hamming it up.
Jeez, guys.
Oh my gosh, you have to, right? You
can't be that impressive.
Yeah, say something to the rest of us, boys.
No, let's go down and announce this winner, man.
Fighters to the center. After 3 rounds, your winner is Kyle Wychuyse.
Kyle with back-to-back wins and his aim on leading into his pro fight debut in Detroit, hometown. Next event. He's a
next weekend, next Saturday.
Next Saturday. 1 week break. What a great warm-up to start into it. Let's hear what he has to say. He's going to be hyped for this.
Hey, my man.
Locked in for next week.
Awesome fight. Round of applause again for Kyle, everybody.
Now that is 2 wins for the Detroit team, and you still got 1 more coming down the pipe tonight. How does it feel to bring home another W for Detroit, my guy?
Pretty good. Tired too.
Tiring? Are you tired right now? You look fresh as a daisy, my man. You were doing a great job controlling them against the wall, trusting your throws. And the one thing that's different than a lot of other fighters is that when you went to the ground, you trusted yourself on the ground. You didn't need to land in dominance. You felt that you could go down and then assert dominance on the ground. Was that part of your game plan? Go down and see what happens?
Yeah, pretty much. I have a background in wrestling and jiu-jitsu. He was surprising me with the strength, not letting me get the takedowns. So I just wanted to go on the ground and just get on top.
Yeah, you got to train that too. Like a lot of us fighters, we go down on the ground, we just stand it back up, right? Training that ground game is a whole new thing, especially with armored MMA. So again, awesome win. I know you guys have fought before. This is some sort of like final, who's the best kind of thing. So what's it feel like to know that you're the better one?
Well, he won on the rematch. I gave it to him.
That's it. Now, I personally know that you're going to do your first pro fight. That's 3 2-minute rounds when you're at the pro level. Your first one is going to be in your hometown, Detroit, against Eduardo from Mexico. What are your thoughts about going up to pro and then taking out a guy like that?
It's pretty scary, but I'm really excited too. Yeah, I feel ready.
Interviewing's hard. The fighting is even harder. You get hit in the head a lot, right? What do you have to say to Edgardo? What do you got to say to your fans? What do you got to say to your team? What message do you want to leave the crowd with, my guy?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank a very special lady, my fiance. She helps me with everything, travel, armor repairs, coaching. Can't wait to marry you. Thanks to my coach, Mario, teammate Colton, supporting me. Without him, I wouldn't be here right now, so. And Eduardo, I'm coming for you too.
Well, you heard it. One more time, you guys. Kyle Wychuyse taking on the W. Going to pro next week in Detroit. Awesome, Lord, my man. Congrats.
Fighter number 1 from Lincoln Park, Michigan. It's Colton Miller.
Yeah, Colton's really new to the sport. Comes from the MMA background world. Training with DFC, with Mario and Kyle. Both of them are one. Maybe we'll add another W to the Detroit list tonight.
Trying to make it 3 for 3.
But he's one of the most aggressive new fighters I've seen in a long time.
His game's been exploding every week too. You know, another one of those Detroit, rising club. You know, they're at a very real shot at going 3 for 3 tonight. If Colton can come out here and get it done.
Last time he was here in Pittsburgh, he did a spinning back fist so hard, the sword shot out of the cage.
Cleared, 20, 30 feet back.
Gone.
Souvenir, nice souvenir for the lucky fan.
Fighter number 2 from Rochester, New York. It's Michael Sloma.
I've actually known Michael as a fighter for a while. I mean, he fights with Pale Horse, right? So great, super team that put in a lot of work over the last couple of years to make all of their fighters really amazing. So,
Pale Horse just got BI Invitational. They got an invite. A couple of their members, Chris Sanders, a Pale Horse member. A couple of them are going to Denmark, INCF. So this is, Sloma's also,
and a big weight difference, a big height difference, though. The exhibitions we don't have weight categories, but
you know what? Great job for Colton taking the fight. Not backing down on this.
We'll see what his game plan is for that, try to make up for those differences.
Speed.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the green tabard from Michigan, it's Colton Miller. And his opponents, from New York, wearing the black and gray tabard, it's Michael Sloma. And the referee for the evening, Ricky Red Panda Rayo. The fighters have agreed to 3 1-minute rounds. If you're taken to the ground, you may start after 10 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, do your release turns. Then touch tips and back to your corner. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And make some noise if you're ready to get back to the action! Then start fighting.
All right, here we go. Back at it. Oh, yeah, it's been all right.
Touch tips. Yeah, I mean, they don't have to touch tips, just so you know. We ask them to do it once, and that's it.
A little sporty, I like it.
Yeah, man, but beautiful pendulum kick right off the rip.
Yeah, this is the action we all paid to see.
Yeah, but Colton sometimes is a little too much, right? He's got to calm down, find his pocket, and strike from that.
3 rounds to get through. He can score his points here in the first, but Sloma's not going to be a slouch on this cardio. He's going to have it all 3 rounds.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is that it's not that his cardio's probably fine. It's more like being able to read your opponent and knowing when to strike.
Finding out, feel him out, understand the openings that your opponent's giving you.
Yeah.
Now Colton's liking this overhand right to the chest with the left. But Sloma, he's darting in, darting back, just racking up points as he goes.
And stop.
Beautiful check hook there at the end by Colton. We're going to see a lot of that, the MMA style fighting from Colton versus Sloma. We kind of stayed in that pocket, did the dueling thing.
He did. He was almost like a rabbit, jumping in, jumping out.
Right here, touch tips.
Just immediately sends it. I kind of hope Colton comes off of these kicks a little bit because he was getting busted on the kicks. Yeah. Sloma's scoring all these points. Different from what we saw earlier, where these kicks are just the wrong time.
I do like that front kick though to the leg of Sloma. That'll add up over time. But I'd like him to do a switch kick instead of using his left foot that he's throwing out there. Step through, bring the right foot on the strike, and get the inside of the leg instead of the outside.
Yeah, you see Sloma walking in, getting a couple points, getting a point on the way out, and then just rinse, repeat. If it ain't broke, don't fix it right there. Just 3 points. All he needs is it'll add up.
Yeah, and you can see Sloma adjusted his holding of the sword to cover up for that big left hook that's coming in.
Yeah, Colton's very boxy. Like you definitely see these claws coming out, as you would see out of the MMA style.
Right, looking at the app right now, Sloma's up right now.
It's close,
in the polls. So go down to the Armored MMA app.
Get your relics. I went 9 for 10 last weekend for Portland.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for the second round? Then start fighting.
We need an Armored MMA leaderboard for strikes.
No touching tips to start. Again, he's bringing that front leg to get that outside. There it is.
Nice.
He got trapped.
Oh! Wow. Detroit's so quick to come back up to their feet.
Yeah, good scramble.
Colton got away with one there.
Yeah, I think his Sabaton got stuck on the inside of the leg of armor of Sloma.
That could have been bad news bears there for Colton, but great job bringing up from the cage and not getting trapped. Sloma's a lot bigger of a guy, so not able to hold him down. But while we're saying this, Sloma just racking up the points.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with the idea of Colton going in for a grapple. He's the lower man. He might be able to get under Sloma's legs, but the weight's going to be a huge.
Spinning the back sword. We're talking about the kicks from Colton, but these kicks from Sloma starting to add up on that left leg of Colton. Arm juice starting to go here for Colton. So he definitely gave it all his best. You were right. He's very quick, trying to avoid that weight difference. But coming here in the minute number 3, it's gonna be tough.
So again, standard dueling, but he switched up to what I wanted to see him do. His foot got stuck.
It did.
Yeah.
Caught on the fin.
Right back up though. That could have been deadly.
Don't aim for the knee when you're kicking something. I know it might do a little more damage. Aim right below it and try to sweep the leg out and widen their stance.
That may be that MMA training, trying to just stack up the damage. But it's a little, like you've been talking all night, a little bit different in armor. You got to adjust just a hair. Bring it an inch down, and then you're safe.
Yeah. A solid exchange. Honestly, Sloma, to win this out, should be precedent.
Yeah, Sloma needs to kind of throw some of that weight around. He looks a little okay, but a little bit more tired for a guy I thought was going to be able to just go bear huggy and really close this guy down.
10 seconds, fighter.
Here's the thing, being a small guy, you got to learn how to slip out of those things.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep Mario still. Small guys that have to avoid bigger guys.
Firecracker, Colton's got a game plan, and he's firing away pretty well.
Final round. Fighter number 1. Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready to see this final round? Then start fighting.
Yeah, as we go into round number 3 here, I think Sloma's up, but it's still anybody's fight. Both fighters kind of chipping away. Counters don't really like these jabs now, though, do they?
No, it's more like you're positioning them. You're not really doing any damage. You're not actually.
That's a Mickey Gallus special right there.
I mean, I'm glad I can inspire. If my legs work well enough, I can jump off the cage sometime.
Give it a year, you'll be back swinging.
But honestly, I would not rest. And this is it. You got to cook. 30 seconds. I wouldn't give this fight to anybody yet.
Gotta press. Colton can come back and steal this away.
Yeah, he's got to press in and just hammer.
Sloma though, still just the points are adding up. They're stacking. They're not super quick, but they are stacking.
10 seconds, fighter.
10 seconds go. Oh, Colton drops it. He goes out. This could be an advantage here for Sloma. 2 points to strike.
Yeah, that's right. Sloma hit him.
Oh, he knocks him over at the end too. Sloma not giving in.
Yeah, that's just way to wrap. I don't know if they'll count that as a knockdown or whatever, but
the crowd loving it.
The crowd loved it.
Strategically though, Mickey, I know we had a recent rule change on this. It wasn't the Mario rule, so out of Detroit. But, correct me if I'm wrong, Sloma scoring 2 points a hit anywhere on the body.
If you drop your weapon, they still have their weapon. You are now the non-dominant fighter. You're only getting 1 point for every strike. Sloma's getting 2. Yep, and anywhere on the body. That's the thing. So he drops his sword, starts hammering him. I don't know if Sloma was like, I don't know what to do.
He's like, I'm stick to the back fist. Hey, what, I try, right?
Last second, go for broke, man.
We got one. Colton hammering it up. Crowd's loving it.
He definitely won the crowd on that.
Oh, he did.
Fighters, please stand in the center of the ring. After 3 rounds, your winner is Colton Miller!
Down even with the disarm at the end. Wow, look at that. Scrapping anybody's fight, really.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Again, inching away, putting on a lot of pepper, and then making it happen, I guess, taking the win.
You know what? You just got to get there on the scorecard. We're going to hear what Colton has to say about it. His crowd loves it. Detroit.
He seems to be having a pretty good time after that.
Oh, my God. Detroit, 3 for 3 on the night. What
Keep the noise going for Colton Miller, everybody!
That's what he has to say.
Hey, buddy. This is your first win in the Armored MMA cage. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir, and it feels good. Oh, man. Last time I came to Pittsburgh, I accepted the loss and had to go home in defeat. And as I came here this time, I made sure that was not happening. He was dreading to see me come today.
I love the fire, man. I love the energy. You're a great showman. You came out, touched tips, and threw like a pendulum kick right off the rim. Have you been practicing that, or you just wanted to make it spicy?
I've practiced that kick my whole life. Mario helped me sharpen it, and now I'm in here in the cage using it as a weapon. That was the plan.
You did an excellent job. Now, I know that's 3 victories for the Detroit team, everybody. A full sweep on the night. Killer. And that's why you guys, we're going to Detroit. AMMA is going to Detroit next week. We're bumping all the Detroit boys up to pro fights next week. Are you excited? Are you dreading it? Or what do you want, man, out of that pro fight?
I am so excited. I belong in this cage, and I belong here as a pro.
Absolutely, dude. I'm excited to see you go, because it's 2-minute rounds. That gives you more time to think, more time to posture up, and just these 1-minute rounds, you're going as hard as you can the whole time, man. What do you think is going to be your advantage switching over from 1 minute to 2 minutes?
So, my advantage going in will probably be due to the fact that I have a really good team that are kind of paving the way. They know what this cardio takes, and they can kind of help me pinpoint where I'm going wrong and where I need to do better. And that's what you need. You can't go in this sport alone. You have to have a team.
Absolutely. Lean on your guys, make them push you harder, you push them harder. That's the way it works. That's why I love this sport so much. It's like you get your brothers together and you go to war, right? Like it's an awesome sport. You got anything you want to say to anybody out there, my guy?
I just got one thing to say. I don't care about weight classes. I don't care about money. I come here to wage war on everybody in this cage. I don't care who it is. I'm here to fight.
Oh yeah. Make some more noise for Colton, everybody! Congrats, my guy! Oh yeah.
All right, Colton Miller with the huge victory. That is a pirate you have heard of.
Fighter number 1 from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Jay Bishop.
Right into the next fight, Jay Bishop, another Ohio barbarian. He's making his debut tonight, first time out here. Absolutely. He's been fighting, with you guys for a bit.
Yeah, he's been with us 4 years. He's part of the core melee team. He knows what he's doing, but he's It's his first time in the cage at this level of scale in a one-on-one.
Yeah, how much do you think that really affects the mentality, like being like, oh, I'm gonna go to a tournament, or I'm in an MMA cage?
It's a huge difference because I know myself personally, I'm fine in a team fight, you know, in front of however many people. But you get in here and it's just, you know, everyone's eyes are on you. It's you and one other person. It's a totally different ball game. So we'll see if his training and the team pushed him, how that affects this.
Yeah.
Fighter number 2. From New York, it's Orion Goodman.
Orion, last time he fought for us, put on a clinic. I know he's fighting a ton in New York. I think he actually has a fight next week up in New York. That's how you get better, right? Taking time off, just training and stuff like that doesn't do it. You gotta know what it's like to go full tilt against somebody.
And that's going to, play dividends. He's going to have the experience here coming in. They both have 3 years experience, but Jay's is all in melees. Yeah. Orion's got a lot in that one-on-one pro fight. So, I have to say that Jay's going to have a slight hill to climb here if he wants to come out on top.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for this. Let's go down to the cage.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the blue and red tabard, from Ohio, it's Jay Bishop.
All the love.
And their opponents, wearing the red tabard, from New York, it's Orion Goodman.
Both getting booed. No,
Pittsburgh's a tough crowd.
I feel like I'm in a Philadelphia stadium.
No illegal strikes, defend yourselves at all times, and obey the referee at all times. Fighters should agree his terms. Then touch tips and back to your opponent.
Yeah, beautiful referee there in the middle. Looking sharp today.
Round number 1. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready to kick this fight off? Then start fighting.
All right, here we go. Straight in business.
Right into the way.
It's a grappling kind of night here. Something must be in the air besides the smoke out of Canada. Both fighters really throwing it.
Stepping on the gas.
There is no sense of measure or tempo here to start the fight.
And with that melee background, like that's how you fight, man. You get up in people's faces and you make it happen. Orion might be out of his element on that, just that push, but here's where Orion's going to
30 seconds fight.
Orion's he's starting to score some of these points here on the exchange. You saw him come off the cage there, let him come out. It's what we were trying to see earlier for some of our fighters.
Man, this round's flying by. Like, it was high energy right off the rip.
I love it. It's so explosive to watch. It's good. Orion's got this sword locked in. He's allowed to grab that sword here. That might be something Jay's not used to.
Oh, right in front of us.
Change there from Orion. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get a hand free. Some knees to the side. They're hitting too. Great way to end the round there for Orion.
The bad part is I was staring at the screen. I didn't even realize that a giant man in armor just was flipping in front of me.
And we'll see if that aggression pays off with him in the melee background. Because the one big difference is there's not a clock to save you in the melee. You take your guy down or you go down with him. But here, you've got to work that pace. You've got to play a smarter game about it.
I love Orion there coming off the cage, though. He's keeping the pressure here, and then he's like, I'm scoring points in the field. This is some of what our other fighters, weren't capitalizing on earlier.
Yeah. I think it was smart. Orion's like, I need to make sure. Like, this is great for Orion. He's like, I'm going to separate real quick, create the distance with the T, and then play his game.
Scoring points, and then gets the beautiful takedown. Jay might not be used to this sword gravity, and you can't do that in the melee. So, that's a different ballgame here.
Yeah, and a nice, beautiful Orochi or hip toss, right out there.
What do you call it? There's a clean takedown, really.
Yeah, very clean. And Jay Bishop, there's Ohio showing up in the votes.
Yet again, hey, Ohio might not win tonight, but they're certainly going to show up on
That's right, oh yeah. Head down on the Armored MMA app, get your votes in. We got a few more fights left tonight. Let's get the second round going.
See what adjustments their corners gave them after that.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1. Fighter number 2. And who's ready for the second round? And start fight.
Yeah, I hope Jay's corner came out and told him, slow it down a little bit. Try to score some points. Get measured. You got to get a feel for your opponent. He's getting crushed to these punches.
He's just eating them up, trying to get in.
Yeah.
Orion didn't need to swing the sword. He's just swinging them fists.
I like that approach, though. If you're going to go in for a clinch, do not just go grab somebody. Strike your way in. Maybe you'll get some points, but at least you're setting up position. Right now, an Uchimata would be perfect for Orion, but he slips out.
Jay can't get his head up there. Orion's got some great control on the fence. Keeps walking back. Using these kicks, keeping his range great. He's got 30 seconds. Wonderful spacing. 30 seconds left there in the round. As we're hearing, Orion's just still leaning into these punches. He knows he's up. You see Orion measuring his pacing too now. Jay's still on the press. Head down in
10 seconds.
It gives him this control, but I'm not seeing any points coming out of the Barbarian side.
And stop fight.
Yeah, we can watch the replay back here, but Jay he kept on the press, he kept walking forward, but Orion's scoring the whole time he's coming back, and it's a points game at the end of the day. You have to score, or you're not going to win the fight. It doesn't matter if you control the cage the whole time. If you don't score no points, you're not winning. So we're just kind of walking into it. He's like, hey, you're going to keep walking straight on, keep that head on line. I'm just going to keep putting the punches right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what adjustments Jay has to make. I love the overhook of the arm. That's great.
He's just losing too many points coming in. As we saw there on the rounds. And then once he gets in, he's got to make it happen. We can't sit 30 seconds on the cage.
Right.
It's certainly not in this last round. You got to know from your corner, you're down. 1 minute's left. Give it all she's got. It's your debut. You got to try to win this thing. We see his corner, Tyson there, who won his fight earlier, giving him some really good advice. They're sitting here right in front of us, very animated. Orion, though, on the other side of the field, he's standing. He's, not winning it at all. Colander helmet looking good. He said, I didn't even want to sit. Now, Jay popped back up, so we'll see. The corner did give him some really helpful advice. Will he listen to it? We'll go to round 3 here.
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for this final round? Then start fight.
This crowd is a love-hate. All right, Jay, yet again, straight in. Kind of jumps in on this bear overhook hug.
Yeah, he's banking on that grind down kind of grapple he wants.
He did switch to that axe too, I see that. But Orion's got that leverage, man.
I mean, when you're down two, he's got to make something happen. He does not have the time to wait.
The only thing Orion's missing from that little bend over is isolating the rear leg when he does so. See how Jay's able to step in front of him? That doesn't happen.
50-50 neutral, though. It could be anybody hips up. Jay does come out on top.
There we go,
All right. Now's the time to score points.
Yeah, there's strikes, you gotta mount up.
He's got to get up. I don't think he's getting much on the counters. He's not making it big and known like we saw from Tyson earlier. He was really rearing back. Crowd, of course, want to let him fight. Let him fight, ref. Okay, Jay's a little slow to get up, but he needs that again. If he can get another one of those that actually get mounted, he could get there.
Absolutely.
Orion doesn't have to press the gas, though, here. All right, Orion's still scoring points. Jay, though, it needs to function. Orion, get a couple of leg kicks in, just staying solid on his feet. Just keeping these at bay.
And stop fight!
Well done there, I think, by Orion. I think that was a safe bet to call here.
Yeah.
So what do you think here, Mickey? If you were in Jay's corner here at the end, what are you telling him this week? Help him recover from this. How does he adjust?
I mean, your sword play is going to help you a lot. That's the first thing people have to start realizing is that sword play is huge. Like, it's great that you can push in and control, but if somebody who's taller than you can break your posture like that, it's not gonna bode very well for you. So, because look at right there, it's Orion's head on top, it's Orion's arm on top.
And now he does get the good hip over here, right?
Yeah.
So we'll give him that. There's that, grappling kind of expectations, but gotta score points there.
Yeah. If you're just in this kind of situation, separate, reestablish, re-enter. Like that's really what, unless you're against the wall, you shouldn't be hanging out here, But there's probably a lot I could say, but right off the rip, like establish range games, right?
Well,
where you can push in, push out.
Let's talk Orion there for a minute on that range game. Oh man, that was beautiful. Just keeping the distance, mixing it up with the kicks, with the jabs, with the straight punches to keep the range the whole time. It's just an opponent that's headlong rushing, basically.
Control the space that you exist in. Even if you take space, stay in that space. Don't back off too far. It's just sometimes you get so like, I gotta make a takedown, I gotta get up in his face, and you forget that maybe a reset, a separation, a different angle might actually help.
I love that game plan by Orion. That was perfect for an inexperienced 1v1.
Fighters in each stand in the center of the ring. After 3 rounds, your winner is Orion
taking it with the range advantage there, just chipping away on points, scoring point after point after point after point on the charge. So well done by Orion. He kept his feet, and he certainly had to work for it. You can see he's a bit exhausted, as anybody might be, but
especially coming with the sword, knowing you.
All right, keep the noise going for Orion, everybody!
I love his game plan. His corner kept him online, and
how you feeling, boss? This is another win for you here in the Armored MMA cage. What's going through your head, my guy?
Finally, I came out and I don't even know. He knocked it out of me. November maybe, and spent a lot of time on the floor. Today I spent a little more time on the floor than I would like, but honestly, I woke up today to tell my opponent one thing. This casa is not su casa, Jay. In reality, all respect to Jay for stepping in this cage. It's great. I had a great time.
Yeah, and you did a great job. We were talking over there in the commentary booth. Just pressing in on your opponent doesn't always win the game. Being able to deal with the pressure and then reestablish the range and then enter again where it's your advantage in the grapple, you did a brilliant job of that. Was that a plan? Is that an adjustment? Or were you just like, hey, I'm not playing your game?
I don't like grappling. I just want to run away and hit you. But if you're going to walk towards me, I got to have something in my toolkit. I am lucky enough to get my butt handed to me by some of the best fighters in this game. And they teach me things. And one of the things I learned today is get your butt 90 degrees in their crotch and just push.
No, you did a great job, great adjustments. I know you took me down or like you kind of traded on the ground, but like what really mattered the most was your range control. Beautifully, beautifully done. What's next for you, man? I've heard you have fights coming up real soon.
Yeah, Can I go? I helped organize a rival promotion, and we got an event on Thursday in New York City. We do 8-man single elimination, and I'm subbing for one of the guys who dropped, so you can catch me there if you want to see me fight again.
And I organize stuff, you organize stuff, you can relate to this. What is it like to just be like, I'm gonna go put on a show and then go fight at it?
I don't know how you do it. Running the show and fighting is exhausting. I'd rather just have the t-shirt, be in the AC, and tell people what to do, to be honest. But I fucking love fighting, dude. I love fighting.
Same here, my guy. It's the best thing ever. Any other messages you got for anybody else out there, my guy?
If you think this is cool and you want to do it, absolutely give it a try. We got some of the best right here in Pittsburgh. It's a good workout, and who doesn't love swinging a sword? Come on.
Right, amazing job, my guy. Everybody, Goodman.
Albert Einstein vibe. Getting it done over Jay Bishop. What a great win for him.
Fighter number 1 from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Daniel Eddy.
factor the Hartke is going to have against Ellis is that Ellis chains together his takedowns, so he's one to the next. And, but I've never seen Daniel slow down, really. So
there's no stop to that. It's all gas, no brakes here from this man. He's going to be explosive from second number 1 to second number 60 in all 3 rounds.
And athletically, these two have some of the most gifted guys any of us have ever met, but they approach the game almost entirely opposite. Yeah, Eddy's a berserker. Ellis is very cold and calculated about what he do. I'm so excited for this.
He fights like a barbarian.
Yeah. And it's the fun, too. Like, I see some of the most fun energy come out of Daniel when he fights.
Fighter number 2. From Queensland, Australia.
There you go, buddy.
It's Ellis.
Looks like they both agreed to do one-handed axes tonight, which means there's going to be a lot of grappling. Daniel, what did you call for?
Man, he said no takedowns, but axes are going to lead to some.
Yeah. And again, Ellis strings together combos. So step across for Minnesota, try a Dayasha Rahrig, itself.
7 throws.
Yes. And again, they're pretty evenly matched. I know Daniel is a little bit lighter, but
I mean, we saw earlier the lighter opponent won by a large margin. So. No, Ellis does a great job flowing from one to the next. He gets that flow state and that grapple, which is what everybody strives to get.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing the red and yellow tabard. From Ohio, it's Daniel Eddy.
The booze again.
And their opponents, wearing the purple and black tabard. From Australia, it's Ellis Williams. The fighters have agreed to the 3 momentum rounds. If you're taking the ground, you're still in 10 seconds. No illegal strikes, defend yourselves at all times, and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, you agree to these terms. Then touch tips, and back to your corner.
Lock it together.
This is going to be wild.
Yeah. I hope you're strapped into your seats.
Round number 1. Fighter number 1, are you ready?
Oh boy.
Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for a 1-minute axe fight? Then start fighting.
Just typical opening.
It's just gonna explode. Yeah. It's like a train wreck. You gotta just sit and watch it happen.
Yeah. First attempt for a takedown. Stuffed by Daniel. Daniel! With a takedown. Yep. Can he scramble to the top? Ellis is not in a great position right now.
God, we lost. Oh no, Eddy had a huge positioning there.
Yeah. They're going to allow him to put him on, and they're going to keep him down on the ground. I'm 100% sure.
The USA chance start already. Eddy, he may be on something with no takedowns, but there are only takedowns for him. What a way to set the pace to start.
Yeah.
To send the message. Watch it just straight to the chest here. Trying to rain down the blows. Only get the 10 seconds on the ground now. We're going to see more of that, so don't worry. Big uncharacteristic there for Ellis.
Punch by Ellis.
Now he's serious.
Great blocking, honestly, by Daniel.
And takedown by what a hip toss there by Ellis. Did not let Eddy get it. Went for the shot.
Full mount, and here comes the pain.
They're not even dropping the air. He's using it. Doesn't even need to drop the weapon. He can if he wants, but Ellis said, nah, I'm hitting you with this.
12 seconds remaining.
All right, still back out. Like I said, no stop.
Oh, just chopping those legs down.
All gas, no break from both fighters here.
Stop time.
I can feel the heat coming off the ring.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we put him in the co-headlining spot tonight. We knew they were going to come out hot. Right off the rip, Daniel Eddy charges Ellis. Ellis has seen it. Heck, I've charged Ellis before.
He was ready for it, yeah.
And he just moves out of the way. But this was Daniel Eddy's fight, even though there's a lot of pressure here. He wraps that axe around the back and locks in, completely shutting down
Sneaks
Ellis.
it right into the hand right here, and then boom.
Yeah, pretty much picks him up.
I think Ellis wasn't taking it super serious yet. He was a little bit more measured. Doesn't realize, he's used to those 2-minute fights. He's always pro fighting. We're in that 1-minute game. Like, it's going to be all tempo. So now we see him get serious here, and then all of a sudden it starts to change around. No, sorry, it wasn't really a hip toss, but it's kind of, if it's there, it's there.
Yeah, and then goes into full mount. I mean, Daniel has shut down a lot of the strikes, though. Like, even in the clinch.
I thought he was scoring there, but, we watch on the replay. Those hands are up there blocking. I don't know that the counter's giving him.
10 seconds, lock and load.
Giving Ellis a lot of credit, 60%, well earned, but, I mean, Daniel's doing really well. So we'll see
hard
how
to beat
it
an
goes.
Australian in a grapple.
We'll see. They wrestle kangaroos.
I think they box him.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1 are your name. Fighter number 2 are your name. And who's ready for another round? Then circling.
All right, you ready? The signature. Oh, Ellis this time, though. Wow, back right in front of us.
I got a whole bunch of Daniel butt in my face right now. Like,
that's some good looking butt, though. I'll tell you what.
There we go.
Ellis trying to get the toss.
There it is. Very clean takedown.
Just raining and blows to the back.
Oh, man, yeah.
Right to shots and turns him around, throws on the ground, and he's hurt. And, not even defending himself right now.
He's still moving.
Ellis lets him up, knocks him back over. That's so tough to get up.
30 seconds left.
I don't think that Daniel actually fully got back up to reset the ground game.
But no, this strike's good. Ellis smells blood. This is a shark in the water.
Yeah. I would turn up all the gas right now.
Ellis was just giving it to him. Catch and release almost.
Oh, I think he took a nut shot.
Nut shot. Yeah, we'll go to our medical break. Ellis is a very clean fighter that comes away with some very unfortunate situations sometimes.
I don't know, they're trying to find her right now in the replay booth.
I think right there, I hate to say it, immediately. Clean. And he's walking around. We'll see. We're voting for Eddy here. We're rooting for him, pulling. I think he's ready to go, though.
There's 2 minutes
Okay, we're doing it. And he made his case. He's going to be able to fight.
Play ball?
Yeah, that's going to be tough to come back from, but...
Hey, what's up?
I think we got roughly 30 seconds-ish left in the round. 20 seconds here when we walk up on the clock. Big breather for both of our fighters here. And Ellis is not going to let off just because of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a breather for Daniel, honestly.
He was breathing, but not no way. He's still giving it to him, though, into this grapple. Eddy's got the head down. Ellis comes on top, that big mount. Knee under the chest, raining into his side. That's going to hurt. Doesn't even care about the head, just really stressing the body. And look at Eddy, he's feeling it. It's in between rounds. He can take a second, breathe all he wants. Let's see this back on the replay. Back in the grapple. He's hurting. We're watching him on the corner. He's leaning. He's definitely still trying to recover.
See, nice, beautiful takedown. And this was an interesting thing is, like, he was down for probably 10 seconds. And what messed him up is that he actually...
gets caught up here. His arm gets caught up in between the legs of Ellis. So he's just able to rain blows right into the chest, kind of the pec area. And, that's good.
It's so funny how delayed the reaction is to a shot like that. Because he hit him, and then he still threw a punch.
It takes the body a second to realize what happened, even though the mind wants to go.
So that's where Ellis usually chains things together. He goes in for that little Koochi right there.
Great leg trip there. And see that? Because his head was buried. It was down. Eddy, he took a big hit coming down.
Man, I can't hear anything over the crowd right at this moment. They're excited for this third round. Yeah, kudos to Daniel, full warrior, dude. Like,
Yeah, and he's not pulling off the gas though either. Like he's definitely still out for blood. Both of them are.
Yep.
Crowd's definitely
Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for the final round? Then start fight.
Oh, jumping spear!
He's like, I'm gonna hit him with my hand.
I think Eddy's recovered. What do you
Nice. Oh, a Soto, but didn't finish it.
Ellis now has the pressure up here against the cage.
Yeah.
He's scoring the points in here while they're grappled up.
Here's the thing is, he's got to be super careful about his low shots too.
I would be, keeping everything very high after that, just in case.
He's got him in a little guillotine here. All he's got to do is kind of snap. There it is. I think Danny went for broke there.
Went for the ankle pick, dropped the weapon, but you get stuck on the armor, and now Ellis can just rain blows into the spine. That's got to hurt, and scoring dominant 2-point strikes. Plus, it stresses your breathing, so Eddy's definitely feeling it. 20 seconds left, though. Got to give it all. I think back of the leg strike is what we're saying. Oh, armor failure here from the Australian. Leg strike came in. He'll have a minute to get that fixed. His support jumps in, but I think he got it himself. Now his van brace came off at the same time. Boos now a little bit here. All right, Ellis, he is ready to go. All right, 20 seconds left for Eddy. You hope to see him. He's going to come out explosive. He always does. He's trying to drop. 20 seconds left. Oh, Ellis didn't want to do it, though, Eddy. Here we go. Just throwing it down. Crowd's loving it. They don't want to stop.
And then another low shot. Oh, my God.
I think our referee had stopped it to let the watch the replay here. I think it came after the bell.
He came in low, though. Doesn't matter. It's still low. They're going to sanction. They're going to take points off that.
It's going to have to, right?
Yeah.
3 points. So run me through the sanction math here. What happens now? It's second one here. Definite sanction.
Yeah.
What happens to our fighter?
I mean, he could continue, but it's up to him, honestly. I mean, he's got 10 seconds, so. Yeah, it's exactly 10 seconds.
Exactly 10. 10 seconds left in the round. I mean, now you really feel for him. We're going to drop it.
Just do it again. It's been a war this whole time. I can't imagine they have much left in them, though.
Warriors just slugging it out for 3 straight minutes.
Why not? Why not?
Pittsburgh is loving it. I mean, could you ask for a better MMA fight than that?
I could have gone without the nut shots.
A couple extra head shots that didn't score no points. But
and honestly, they need to cost them some points. Like
I mean, they will, right?
Yeah.
Like, run me through this. So we're gonna have how many points is it? There's 2 nut shots.
So it depends on how incidental, accidental it is, right? The first one was a very serious thing, but it looked more accidental. But that second one, it's up to him now to prove that he's not going to hit somebody in the nuts. He hit him again. It's probably a 10-point score.
10 points. Yeah, 10. That's a lot of points to lose.
Yeah.
In a very scrappy round.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, here it comes right here. Throws it right off the ball. Come on, dude.
Straight. Oh, no.
All of his boys are going to be making fun of him at the end of this.
I know he doesn't plan to do this.
Yeah.
But he is, he's got some bad string of luck.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take points, though.
I have to. I mean, at that replay, you have to, right? So, we'll see what that does to the match. 10 points can
swing the whole match,
swing the match.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they're still deliberating. I know they're going to be penalizing them for that. Especially, it depends on what round it is, too.
Yeah.
If it's a close round, like the third round was kind of a little bit closer, and then you get 10 points. Yep.
Fighters is out of the ring. After 3 rounds, your winner is Ellis!
Ellis, our Australian, takes it 2 for 2 for Australia. A couple of low blows down under. The mixed results here from the home crowd. The crowd's loving Eddy, though. You can't see him off the screen, though. He's getting some good loving on the way home. So we'll hear what he has to say. Mickey, a wonderful...
All right, keep the noise going for Ellis Williams. Come over here, mama guy. They don't want the bathrooms behind us. Wow, that is the most high, like we put you two in a cage and it was nothing but firecrackers the entire time. How are you feeling? Are you exhausted? What did Eddy put it to you? What are you feeling right now, my guy?
I'm exhausted as a spider up a drain pipe right now, mate. I haven't been pushed to that extent in such a long time. He gave me it all and I tried leaving as much as I could in the cage. He is such an exceptional fighter. I hope we put as much of the effort in for everyone here to see.
Yeah. Big round of applause for Daniel Eddy, everybody. Now, I know you're from Australia and everything's upside down over there, but his head is not down here. Like, you got him twice, right? And Daniel powered through the whole thing. You know, that I was gonna say he has big old, but he's an amazing, hard, tough guy, right? That ended up penalizing you really, really heavily. If it happens once by an accident, we let him rest, recover, but the next one's 10 points deducted right away. But even with that, you were able to put together a clinic on him. He said he didn't want to go down this entire time. Was that a challenge for you? Is that what you were going for?
I think it was his way of giving me encouragement to not let it get in my head. Like, Eddy is such a great talker, both inside and outside, for motivation when it comes to it. Even though I do fight upside down, I don't ever want to do stupid things like that again, and I owe it to him, if we ever have a rematch, to give him a proper fight next time, that's for sure.
Honestly, I'd love to put you guys in a pro fight against one another. I think that would be very electric, so we should set that up. I mean, right now you're probably the #1 contender for the crown going into the light heavyweight division. We might set that up in November. We're still talking to the crown holder, Ronan Sato. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Is it just, let's go do it?
Look, as much as I'd like to say I am ready, I think after this performance tonight, I still have a little bit of learning to go, to slow down a little bit, take my time, but I think when it comes to it, me and Ronan will give such an amazing performance for everyone to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to make that match happen. I think you guys are going to be contenders. You're right, slow down a little bit. And he's a taller guy too, so you got to get your knees up a lot higher, my guy. So, anything you want to say before I let you loose, mate?
Thanks for all your encouragement, guys. It's been amazing. And one more thing. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
All right, man, I love you, brother. Enjoy your victory. One more time, Ellis Williams, the man from down under.
Alrighty, man, Ellis Williams with the Aussie and the win. Australia takes it 2 for 2.
Fighter #1, from Buffalo, New York, it's Will Hartke.
Will Hartke, pronouncing it properly for the audience. He's impressed me, since he started fighting with us. I think he's ready to go pro.
Solid fighter.
He's on good teams. He brought home 3rd in Worlds for a longsword.
He just got 2nd place.
Yep, 2nd place in Melees. Yep.
In Romania.
I think, honestly, some adjustments to his armor, a little bit of his technique, and he's added to his gas tank. I think he's ready to go pro.
I think a tough opponent, great to watch, fun, dynamic, and a little mixture of everything. So, solid.
Fighter #2, from Cincinnati, Ohio, it's Nathan Kitchen.
All right, Nathan Kitchen. For everybody at home, we got Brent Kitchen here doing commentary with us. Brent, you lost against Will.
I did.
Yeah, and so Nathan's here to, I guess, not defend your honor as a twin brother.
The family name.
Yeah.
You gotta get it back to the family.
But what I'm told is he just wants to rub it in your face.
He does. So actually, we're rooting for Will here because if Will takes the W, he can't say nothing. So
that's fair.
He's shouting at us now. So if my brother does win, we're gonna have to take a quick exit out of the
we gotta leave. Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's getting the booze. But
both of them talented fighters.
Kitchen's one of those guys that absolutely thrives on people's hatred. He loves when the crowd's against him.
He's the perfect heel.
And he's going to try to get it for the Barbarians. He's number 6, so.
Fighters to the center of the ring. To reintroduce the fighters, wearing blue and gray, from New York, it's Will Hartke.
Eating it up.
The fighters have agreed to 3 1-minute rounds. If you're taking to the ground, you still have 10 seconds. No illegal strikes. Defend yourselves at all times and obey the referee at all times. Fighters, you agree to these terms. Then touch tips and bash to your corner. Round number 1. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for this final fight of the evening?
All right, we'll see a little bit more of a controlled game on this one.
I believe so. And credit to those last 2 guys. That was a crazy fight. But this is where you're going to see people...
Points.
Yeah, points and establish a dominant game plan, right? 'Cause right now, Hartke's going in with those jabs and doing a pretty good job.
Whoa! Oh, man, I mean, we're raining blows from both fighters here.
Loud, too. They're hitting hard.
Yeah, both chose punch, shield, and sword. Didn't have to match, but...
Interesting thing is, I know Will's used to using a larger shield. He's using a smaller one, and he's rolling his wrist over instead of having his shield ready to fire off in a shot. It's going to slow down his shield punches.
Will is mainly a two-handed guy. We talked about the longsword medals over there, but so this one-handed is going to throw him off a little bit. We'll see lost a little bit of control here on the cage.
Yeah, and a big thing too is that your brother is a wrestler too, like has that wrestling background.
So he's gonna get pressed. He's gonna be pressed the whole time. There's a difference between him and me. We'll give him a little bit of props.
Yeah.
He'll be able to score those points more on the way in.
Yeah, I mean, a good filling out round. This is what I expected from this kind of matchup instead of just going at it and just seeing what happens. Both of them being very calculated.
It's going to be a long, we got 2 more rounds left. They're going to be long rounds. These are not going to be the explosive, quick, rounds that we saw in the last fight in terms of each fighter's going to have to just be thinking points the whole time. And it's going to get stressy. We're going to see where that arm juice is. Will's got these presses, but he's missing that extension here on that left hand. It's kind of off center, as you said. The wrist is still rolled. I think he's having problems tucking the punch shield over with his fin because he's still in his melee kit right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, again, that's my shield. I don't wear a lot of armor when I fight, so I have a lot of range of motion when I move. He might be forced to roll his shield over.
Some of our fighters drop the elbow and the van brace. Will, because it's his melee kit as well, still rocking all of that equipment. So it will provide now. He's just extra protective. If the shield breaks, he can switch to a buckler very quickly, but it is going to disrupt that a little bit. Now, maybe we'll see him get some of that hammer coming in if he stays straight fist on it. 50-50.
Pretty
darn
50-50,
near close. Well, actually, hold on, 51-49.
Oh, Will, yeah. I think Will's got to press him. This rounds, he's got to assert the dominance, take space. He can't win on his heels.
Round number 2. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for the second round? Then start.
Much more calculated, measured approaches to each other.
Yeah, and again, Nathan is not afraid to actually take the space and set that pace.
No, and Will's not going to have that grapple to rely on here at the end. Like he's going to have to grind for that if he wants to get it.
Yeah. No, I think Nathan should take home a little bit of confidence right now in what's going on.
Well, when you're the least attractive in your family, you kind of have to make up for it.
That's fair.
30 seconds, fighter.
So here we got the press in, the head position straight to the middle of the chest. It's going to make it difficult to come over. Will has yet to grab it. That's going to be the difference here. He's not used to grabbing the sword.
See if Nathan can try. Nathan drops the sword.
Not quite getting in there. He's trying, though. It's scrappy here at the edge, but Will turtling up pretty well. Finally grabs his sword. Maybe a point or two, but definitely gets the takedown points, which have recently been upped, right? 5 points now for that takedown.
5 if it's clean.
Oh, clean.
3 if you go down with them and establish dominance right out the rip.
So maybe not the 5 points.
No, but I think a few of those scored. That knee and that punch and stuff like that. I don't know if Nathan's paying attention.
I think we got an armor failure here, though.
No.
Fighters, 5 seconds on the clock.
I don't know what's going on. I see his corners running about. I wonder if he's, you know what? He's probably got that asthma. He can't breathe real well. When you're weaker out of the womb, sometimes some of the organs don't catch up.
Yeah.
And so you have to rely on some of these other means to keep yourself alive.
Yeah. All right, one thing I always hate to see is the hiding the sword behind the shield. It's what we call a weave guard, just because you know the sword's coming from that direction and the shield's on that direction. Both weapons and shields are on one side.
No defense, no offense.
Please don't do that. Will, listen to me. Don't do that. But the problem is you see Will take space and then immediately give it back.
Yeah.
And Nathan's capitalizing on that.
He's not rotating out back towards the middle. If I was his corner here, I'm like, hey, Will, we got to rotate in this exchange when he is pressing. Like, the press is obvious. Yeah. He is striking his way in, but rotate yourself off the cage, and you'll find yourself back into that ground where you like.
Exactly.
Versus in that
if you take a little space and that guy doesn't give it to you, stand there and take a shot and be like, no. I want this extra foot, you know? But
10 seconds, fighter.
If I'm Will right now, I gotta cook. Lead with some push kicks, throw some sword strikes, get in there, and make note that the fact Nathan may not have the gas left.
Final round. Fighter number 1, are you ready? Fighter number 2, are you ready? And who's ready for this final round? Then start fight.
Maybe we'll have a brother who's nice enough to fix it for him. Measured still, arm juice. This is where we're going to see what arm juice is. Who's got it left?
They're very calculated with these strikes here.
This might be the most swinging we've seen all night.
And they're both such as experienced duelists as you can get.
Yeah.
And you can see it.
See, again, I still do not like Will giving all that space up to Nathan, man.
Yeah, it's coming into the legs of Will. Will not quite returning it. The high shield guard there. Yeah, the arm juice is, I think the arm juice is out here for Will. The crowd, letting him hear it, but this has been one of the higher scoring matches.
Yeah.
Takedown against
this is what they want to see. They want to see
the carnage.
Somebody,
All right, locking down the leg. Sorry, locking down the arm with the leg there, Nathan did.
Yeah.
Got the knee over. The crowd let him fight it around. That's just going to feed, I hate to say it, that's just going to feed them.
Yeah, they got 10 seconds left to burn it down.
All right, we'll need something explosive here, finish it out strong. The crowd wants them to drop it. We'll probably see it. Okay. We're going to duke it out. What a fight. We're just throwing it down now. Big one's coming in. Both fighters. All right, way to get it done at the end. 10 seconds to go. My main man here, president here, doesn't necessarily love the carnage at the end. He's more of a rules guy.
The drop sorts, like if you can't be entertaining just to beat the crap out of each other,
You know what? The crowd wants blood.
I love dropping a sword. I do love it. I love the thrill of boxing it out with my buddies and stuff.
But you have a good point. I know you. You are hunting for points at every second of the match.
Yeah. I want to see a skilled approach to anything. Even when they drop their swords, I want to see some good boxing, stuff like that. Okay.
All right, this is the drop. And just duking out with whatever arm juice is left.
Yeah. That is the hard part, too, is like nobody understands that by this point, they're toasted.
There's nothing
and you want
left.
them to box.
Otherwise, you'd be swinging still.
Yeah, they'd be swinging a lot harder. But no, it's the end of the round. It's a gentleman's agreement at that point. But
even exhibition, 3 minutes of arm reduction eternity. And just the fact that you have that left to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Crazy end though. Both fighters coming back to the middle. We're gonna see who won this one.
Fighters to the center of the ring. After 3 rounds, your winner is Nathan.
See you guys next time. No, Joe, leave the kids in there taking it, just scoring points on the exchanges, and then not able to get taken down, owning the grapple, owning the cage control. He's gonna shout us. He's gonna give us some crap.
His brother yelling at him.
You have to, right? He'll be real excited.
All right, keep the noise going for Nathan. Come here, guy. Come here, I'm gonna talk you up right here. All right, just so you guys know, Nathan has a twin brother who's been sitting here doing commentary this whole time. Now, your brother lost to Will Hartke last time, and I was told that you're here to avenge your brother in your family's name, but I also heard that you're here to rub it in your brother's face that you won. So, what do you got to say to your brother?
Oh, absolutely. Those of you that follow Armored MMA might know, obviously I have a twin brother. We fought. He didn't put up a fight, but he's fought a couple of my past opponents, lost. So I had to fight one of his and show him how you actually fight in this cage.
That's right, and I forgot, you're the younger brother, is that right? No. Oh, 4 minutes older than your brother.
Little bro, this is for you, right? You face an opponent and lose. I'll fight him and show what a real fighter is and avenge your name. You think that fighting him is fighting me? You're in for a surprise.
I get the last word.
Now, that's brotherly love right there. That's truly brotherly love, right? You did a great job. You're very calculated tonight. What was it like having to go against Hartke, who kept it a really solid base the entire time? You're wrestling, right? But how did you end up breaking that down and overwhelming him?
Yeah, he's a solid fighter, real sturdy. I know sword and shield isn't quite his game. He's a big long sword guy, but still a good duelist. He let me get a little bit of advantage on the grapple in the cage, which is ultimately grinded down to a takedown. So I'd love to see him in some pro fights. I think he's got one next week. So if you liked my opponent out there, keep an eye out next week in Detroit, and I'm sure it won't disappoint.
Now, at the end, everybody booed you, and then chanted "drop the sword." You obliged, by the way. How exhausted are you by the time you drop the swords, though? I mean, you got how much left in you?
It's pretty tiring. The end of the 10 seconds, we're giving it our all. I know this is just 1 minute rounds, but at the end of the day, if you slow down, your opponent's going to take advantage of that. So you have to kind of be going the whole time. And guys, I don't even know this, boxing is tiring. I wrestled, we just grabbed each other, you know, boxing sucks. So dropping the swords at 10 seconds, by the end of that, you're just, oh man, I thought that was 10 seconds ago, so.
You did an awesome job, though. Great showing tonight. Any message you want to send to anybody besides your brother over there?
Yeah, I got to shout out the lady back home, Christina. She really supports me and everything I do with this. She really wanted to be here tonight, but couldn't quite make it, so this one's for you, Christina.
And that's how you guys do it. One more time, Nathan Kitchen, everybody. Bring it home a W.
All right, and we'll close it out here. Mr. Mickey, any last words for us as we go home tonight?
The fighters did their job. They showed up, they put out, and did a great job, and then the fans loved it, right?
You couldn't ask for a better time.
No, exactly. Like, we get to sit here and talk. I mean, I did fight or whatever, but like, talking here is fun. Watching these people is fun, right? And it takes a heroic amount of guts to go in there and do what we do. And
to be
I'm
warriors
proud of
in the
everyone.
cage.
Proud of everyone.
Exciting night. This was awesome. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you guys take care of yourself. Got that one. We're out. Armored MMA. Thank you guys so much. Follow us, like us.